The reason that the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor is because the rich understand that money is energy. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, The Truth Creator, your go-to channel for learning about all the fascinating connections between physics, finance, spirituality, and relationships. My name is Gunnar Kemp, and if you find this content interesting, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Well, money is like water. It likes to flow freely, and it likes to be put to work, not become stagnant energy. It does not like to have barriers, and it does not want to be obstructed. Energy is a form of currency. That's where we get the name currency. Current, C. Everything around money is about liquidity. The world financial system operates on maritime admiral law, the law of the sea, but it has been created to keep us enslaved through rules and regulations, which are a form of control. And this is done by the banks and the Federal Reserve that control the current of the currency. When you think of a reservoir, it is a central place that holds the water and controls the pace of the current. This is the Federal Reserve. A reservoir is created by a barrier called a dam, which causes the current, the energy, to become dammed up. The Federal Reserve controls the flow by printing more money and causing inflation. This is what is meant in the Bible by going to Hell, or being damned, because you block your energy. Energy does not want to be blocked. It wants to constantly circulate. The same with money. Banks are where most people hold their currency. When you think of a bank, it's like a river bank. It contains the water. It contains the currency. This is another form of control, and the current comes to us every 2 weeks in the form of a paycheck. The definition of check is to slow down or stop the progress of something. This is why the form of cash flow that you have matters. Are you working for money and letting the energy flow to you every 2 weeks? Or are you invested in assets that pay you whenever? This is why they say when you invest, you are the liquidity. Everything is about liquidity. So is the flow of energy restricted by another barrier, or have you invested into assets that remove that barrier and allow the currency to continuously circulate? The currency we then receive when we get paid then becomes like the sea, where we are the consumer. This is the energy flow through the entire system. And we have been conditioned as a society to have a consumption mindset, where just like the water in the ocean evaporates, it then precipitates and it starts the cycle over again. This is why we are the consumers, and we precipitate our money back to where it originally began. Because we take our currency and buy the products and services that are owned by the same families that own the major banks and that are the shareholders in the stores we buy groceries in and who make our cars. The difference is that they create and we consume. All you have to do is spend less and switch from consuming to creating. So to wrap this video up, money does not exist. It is a form of energy transfer. You don't earn money. It is created. This is why we are seeing so many more people create on platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And that's just one form of creation. It's about creating value for somebody, and in turn, that's how you get paid. That's how you receive currency back to you. Make your money work for you, attract it through creating, and you create through your energy. It's not about making the money that you have work for you. It's about making the money, the currency, work to get to you. That's the difference between creating and consuming. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.